This week we're covering the Nobel Prizes, but it is Sunday and we wanted to do our predictions for Tuesday. We have our favorite,
Yeah.
the one everyone actually cares about.
Yeah.
Not really. Physics.
Physics. I think is going to be the atomic force microscope. The atomic force microscope is an insane imaging tool that is not really imaging, okay? In the sense of like light, you know, when we think of imaging,
Yes.
we usually think of light, or in the case of electron microscopes, we think of electrons that are giving us that X-ray resolution because of their quantum wavelength. This one is a microscope that it's very high resolution, okay? You can get down to tenths of a nanometer, so at the atomic scale. Almost, right? 1,000 times better than any optical diffraction limit. The idea is you've got a cantilever arm. I think you're gonna show it here, right? So it's a little like record player arm.
Yes.
Okay, and it's at the level of single atoms. Like the tip of that thing is like extremely small. We're talking tens of atoms, right? And what you do is you lower this thing down to your sample, and then you make the sample go under it.
Yep.
Okay. And as the sample moves under it, the arm, like a record player, is gonna sense the force of that sample on the arm. And then you can have a sensor here that tells you what the force was. And so on the second slide, you can see you can get a topographic map of materials. At that atomic resolution. Right. Now it's powerful not just for imaging this kind of 3D structure at a very, very small scale. It's also very powerful for soft matter. Because in soft matter, you can lower this thing and you can see how the thing is squishing and you know. Pushing back.
Yes.
And then that's going to tell you something about the soft tissue.
Yes.
And how that soft tissue responds to, let's say, a protein coming in and trying to rip it apart. What are the forces involved there, right? So it's got incredible applications all over the place.
That's actually really fascinating.
Yeah. And it's been used a lot. Almost every R1 university now has an atomic force microscope that other labs use, you know, so yeah.
This goes back to the point you were talking about the other day, which is by the time you're in consideration for something like this, a prerequisite is that it's being there, like labs have been created just to look at that thing.
Yeah, usually what happens in at UCLA, for example, they had a electron microscope, and then labs would rent time because you can just have one electron microscope that like several labs are using, right? The electron microscope won the Nobel Prize, right? Because it's such a ubiquitous tool. I think this is similar in that same vein. So I think this one's going to go to Christoph Gerber at the University of Basel.
So I'm very excited for Tuesday and excited for our coverage.